In the bottom left starting location, winning game number 1, eager to become a GSL Code S champion, he is
GSL symbol.
And there is Symbol now. And in the upper right, we have our player coming from Starcraft 1, eager to prove himself in Starcraft 2 at the GSL Code S. He is
삼성전자 칸 RorO.
All right, try it again.
Samsung Khan, RorO.
That was better. That was better.
I'm going to get good at it. As long as RorO gets deep in this tournament.
Come on, RorO, you got to get through this.
Yeah, I think he's the only Samsung player in Code S right now.
I think you're right. I want to agree with that off the top of my head.
SOS says Woongjin, I believe, so. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, to the game, Tasteless.
To the game.
To the game and beyond.
Speaking of games, man, I've been reading Game of Thrones, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to just quit life and keep reading these books.
Is that right?
I've actually been like nerding out so badly with Game of Thrones that I like read the book for half a day, and then I go home and I watch the HBO series.
Oh my God.
I'm literally doing this. I'm like living, eating, breathing Game of Thrones.
Oh my God, I'm doing something kind of like that, but with StarCraft.
It's good, man. No, I have not actually played StarCraft this week. I've been doing Game of Thrones, guys. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
So good.
It's good taste. I don't like it when you lie to me.
Honesty is the best policy. All right, so as you can see, Symbol pretty consistent with winning if he wins his first set.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
All right. Quiz time.
Yes.
If I am name 3 characters from Game of Thrones that I am, that embody me.
That embody you?
Yes.
All right, well. Joffrey.
I asked this to my friend last night, and he said, "You're the giant that carried Bran."
There you go. Joffrey the Witch. That's Bran's friend.
All right.
And that red-haired girl that went to the big city.
All right, you are the eunuch. You're the dead stag in the opening of the book. And I got to come back to you on the other one, man.
That's okay.
That's a tough one.
Okay.
You're the fat boy that picks on Arya.
That's it. Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
All right.
I like it.
All right. Well, on to this game. They're both getting speed.
Yeah, as you can see in the production tab, pretty similar. They had just slightly different openings again with the pool first versus hatch first, but quick expands for both, really. And won't see too many differences for a little bit. Bailing Nest just goes up. We should see the Bailing Nest going up for Symbol really shortly.
Yep, and as you can see, guys, this is all very textbook.
Yeah. That's, early game ZVZ overall is pretty well mapped out. There are some metagame moves that you can do, but nowadays everyone kind of pokes a little bit, so you have to be careful with some of them. Like, if you want to skip your Bailing Nest, your opponent might poke you with Bailings and you might die.
All right. I think there's a lot of pressure here for our Terran players who have obviously not played yet.
Yeah.
Because they're good, but I just feel like they're overshadowed by these two Zergs.
I think Hack definitely is overshadowed. Happy, I could see Happy defeating one of these guys. Yeah, you can't.
Like, I don't want to be too harsh when I say this, because I know Happy has lots of fans out there, but I feel like I don't see Happy winning a GSL.
I could see him winning a GSL down the line. He's like, I look at him and he's like a better Yoda.
Well, that is very true. I think we said that last season, and I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I think Happy's really, really good, but yeah, I mean, I don't see him winning this GSL. I see that being a bit out of his reach, likely.
But with Symbol, I could see him winning a GSL.
Oh, certainly.
RorO, I still want to see more of, but RorO is just really good. Look at that 6 link micro.
Whoa! Wowzers. And, well, that's what you learned in StarCraft 1 right there. How to micro lings against lings.
Nothing is harder than Ling versus Ling micro.
Not even rocks.
Huh?
Not even rocks. Rocks are really hard, but they aren't harder than that.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Not even diamonds. It's harder than diamonds.
I was literally about to say it. Not even diamonds.
All right, so layers coming up for both players as well as the Roach Horns. The +1 attack coming up a little bit quicker for RorO. Not a giant deal unless he hits exactly when that attack finishes. And in fact, RorO just made 14 lings. That's interesting. 14 lings and an infestation pit. Huh.
All right. Oh, nice. 2 kills there.
And I wonder what he's going to do with these 14 lings, to be honest. So hold on.
Well,
we don't have any Banes right now for Simbo. This is like a very unexpected 14 lings.
He's just
going to
try to blindside him
right now. Yeah.
So it's a tempo thing. It's going to throw him off big time. He's making the Banelings, but...
Oh, he's going to be in trouble if he doesn't block that ramp. Oh, but he's actually killing creep tumors instead of moving
He's coming in there now. He does see the Banelings morphing. This is a little bit of a risk here. Getting the Queen, he backs out.
Okay.
That was money right there.
That was money.
Money.
That was more like Monet.
Monet.
He's a great artist. So we do have Infestation Pit coming up right now for Symbol. And it's already up for RorO. So we're kind of seeing something similar last game, but I really did like that random 14 ling make because he made it, the lings came in his base. He realized, you know what, I might be able to poke and do something with this. And in fact, RorO just made a bunch more lings, which is interesting because he's still upgrading roaches. So, we do have infestor styles where you just do a lot of ling counterattacks, but it looks like he just wants to use these lings to maybe overwhelm and kill that third base off.
Oh, nice sniping here. Oh, nice splitting here. Actually, both sides, beautiful. This is a little bit of a ballet here. And this was a perfect denial here. Oh, my God, That was so well done by Symbol. I cannot believe. Normally it's so much easier to get out with lings. That was like watching a football match right there.
Yeah, Symbol's defense is pretty damn good, man. I mean, he's just holding on without any issue whatsoever so far. Well, RorO is switching into his roaches now. You might call them RorOaches.
Oh, that's good. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I can't either.
His RorOaches are coming down.
Yeah.
All right, I don't think he's going to stay here. Now with Fungal, he might have to stay here.
Yeah. You get to choose where you stay with the fungal growth. And he doesn't have a lot of roaches out yet, though. They are rallying up, so an infestor does go down. And notice he has them split into a couple groups there, but there you go. That's the money fungal right there. And targets that queen that had energy for transfusion. That was really well done.
That actually made that attack pay for itself.
Yeah, that made it okay because he killed the infestor and he got that queen that had a lot of energy.
Initially, I thought it was going to be a failed attack there by Symbol, but no, he did a good job there.
Yeah. Totally reasonable. Ooh, burrow movement right now for RorO, but he hasn't started burrow yet, and they have the same research time.
Dun dun dun. I don't know if Symbol should keep attacking here. Remember that beautiful game we casted of Stefano against the other person?
Yes, I remember it.
Vortex, I think.
I believe it was against Vortex on this map.
The best CBC I've ever seen in my entire life.
Just beautiful play.
All right, well, once again, Symbol proving that he's just better at making more and defending. Symbol, I think, a little bit more patient than RorO. I think RorO is probably one of these players that's used to getting ahead via jabs and pointed attacks.
And, I got to wonder what RorO is doing with this burrow movement because he still hasn't started burrow. And as soon as you have burrow movement, your opponent sees the spikes on your roaches and knows that you have burrow movement. But without burrow, I guess it's going to force a couple overseers, but the cost of it doesn't make sense for that. And he just started burrow. I think he just probably forgot it for a little bit. He could have afforded it for a very long time.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. It's funny some of the minor mistakes we've seen players make.
Yeah, sometimes you forget stuff. It happens. So our two players are actually going to end up at... Well, RorO is actually making just constant drones right now.
And RorO's mining gas like crazy, by the way. If you look at the third base for RorO, I mean, it's like there's hardly anything mining for as far as minerals go.
Well, it's about to be.
Oh, now it's got saturated. Never mind.
Yeah, he just jumped up to 70 drones. That's pretty high for ZVZ, to be honest. You don't really want to go too much over that.
What did ST say the ideal number 60 for him?
Yeah, I think he said somewhere in the early 60s is where he liked it for ZVZ, because you do need to be able to max out with a really scary army. But yeah, at 70, he's really not going to want to go much higher. We do have 66 for Symbol, which is like basically perfect for 3 base as far as economy goes. So Symbol they both have amazing economies right now, and we do have Hydras already started for RorO, whereas the Hydras then just now starting for Symbol. So these two are going to get insanely strong armies. And in fact, RorO is going to be the one that has more Infestors overall and the earlier Hydras. Wow. He's just, you know how Symbol's ahead in every way last game?
Yeah.
This is, you know, he's not really ahead in a lot of ways, but I would definitely give RorO the lead here as far as army composition goes, for sure.
Yeah, RorO is doing a really good job here.
Yeah, 12 Infestors against 8.
Look at RorO once again actually putting a creep everywhere on the map.
Yeah.
With his overlords. All right, we got a small counterattack over here. Oh, nice fungal.
Yeah, that's really
perfect.
Well done. And with those Hydras there, you can just
outrange them. Yep.
Yeah. All right, well, both players maxing out in just a second here. Symbol just slightly behind because he lost a few units. Both players, in fact, taking their 4th bases at very similar times as well.
All right, so we got you know, some Infestors and Roaches moving down now. It looks like Symbol's trying to take this 4th. Meanwhile, we have RorO also taking a 4th here. But it looks like RorO might be the aggressor, and this is a key position in ZVZ on this map. If you could hold this where RorO is, you can make it almost impossible to get that 4th up.
Yeah. Definitely won't be able to mine from it, but look at this. Nice move. I really like that with those Roaches. Getting in there, getting some damage done. Not a lot, but he's being very annoying with it. And if the army of Symbol gets out of position, RorO can do a lot with this. In fact, this is somewhat similar to that game you were mentioning before.
Yeah, the Stefano game.
Yeah, where you send a little group of Roaches up through the natural, and your opponent, if he moves too much out of position to defend against that, then you kill the 4th. And that's exactly what we just saw there. And this is like how to play this positionally with this unit set.
All right. Well, it does look like the drone is going to try to come down here and make an expansion. I think we may see slowly but surely Symbol get choked out here.
He could.
You can't sit on 3 base for too much longer. No, they're both so maxed out. Well, they're both. I guess you can't be so maxed out. they're both maxed out. So
they're both insanely maxed out.
It's like maxed out plus. That they actually have additional money in the bank, but hold that thought.
Oh, I love this move here by RorO again, Tasteless. Just moving in with these Roaches. He wants to get Symbol out of position here. He's going to have to send some of his army back.
I've lost count of how many queens have been killed here.
By the way, we have...
It's like Game of Thrones. Sorry, go ahead.
RorO is making his Spire. We have a Hive going up for Symbol as well here. And the Hive is already up for RorO. Wait a minute, we do have a Nidus Worm. Oh, God.
And I don't know if RorO's actually noticed it. Oh, he has. And he should just barely deny this.
Yeah, he'll deny that. You don't want to be popping out of that. All right, so, you know, this is pretty interesting. The one thing I've been trying to mention is that as far as drones went, RorO had way more drones for a long time. He was actually up near 80, but now he's actually just making the Spinecrawler wall. So
it looks like he overmakes in anticipation of needing those extra drones to make the Spinecrawler wall. He's really smart.
He stays over there with almost faux aggression and, you know, trying to force cancels on the 4th, over drones to get his sick economy, and then gets those spines out. So there's no way to really break his 4th, even though you can deny mining. This is really...
Did you hear the Nidus Worm sound effect? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's right outside.
Oh, okay, all right. All right, there we go. I was like, am I crazy? I couldn't...
I'm crazy, but not for that.
Okay, all right. Well, as long as I know where I am. Looks like we're having an attack over here. I don't know if this is advisable, but then again, this is a pretty solid concave over here.
And look at this. Yeah, we have an insane concave from Symbol. Infested Terrans absolutely everywhere. It's very hard to even tell who's got what here.
The Infestors are backing off now. Most of the Spinecrawlers have been destroyed, but there still remain a solid number of Infested Terrans there for RorO, so he will hold this position.
Yeah. You know, between the Spinecrawlers and more Infestors.
That's a nice harass here, by the way.
Ooh.
From RorO.
yeah, he's actually killing off quite a few drones with this. It's very nicely done.
All right, Symbol's still applying the pressure over here. Now remember, you can't mine from that base if there are Hydras on the high ground there. So as many spine crawlers as he has, I mean, that's just a giant paperweight right now.
Symbol has to be careful here, though. He's going to get flanked by this Roach Hydra army, and he will end up losing everything.
He's getting completely obliterated here. I'm actually surprised he moved up there, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, if he had gotten that Nidus Swarm up, it would have been fine because he could have run away. But yeah, that was a bit of an overcommittal, for sure. Now, as far as drones go, Symbol 45, 53 for RorO. So they're a little bit below what could be seen as optimal here. But the problem is the fourth base is really hard to keep mining from. And, you know, that's the third base that they'll have actually mining because the mains are all done.
Yeah.
So it's kind of understandable why they aren't making more drones right now. The more drones won't necessarily be useful at this moment.
Unfortunately, even though this strategy was working out normally for RorO, he just came through a production line there and took care of it quickly. He does get a queen, though.
And it looks like he will knock out this fourth base once again.
All right, taking that out with ease. I feel like this is what Symbol should be doing to RorO more, is these small little attacks in here.
Yeah, these little groups of roaches. You know, you kill off some queens, it hurts the production, kill a few drones here and there. It gets cost efficient pretty quickly.
There's a chance, you know, he might forget to put another drone back on gas, for instance, if you kill a gas drone, that is.
Absolutely, but right now we do have a counterattack here by Symbol. And as far as armies go, Symbol definitely has a much better army this time.
A lot of Infested Terrans, and Infested Terrans coming out here first, which actually is going to give an edge here for Symbol as the damage is going to be dealt. Then the Infested Terrans come out, and oh my god, Symbol.
It looks like he may just brute force his way through this fourth base. And RorO, I don't think he has enough left to actually stop this.
Yeah, I think this actually is going to about to snowball.
Yeah.
He's going to lose this base, and he's probably going to lose his third too here. Note the really well-positioned army here for a Symbol, making sure it's always going to be a concave if he's engaged.
That's right. RorO is on the high ground. He does have some Infestor energy as well as some Spine Crawlers to help him out up there. But both players actually really hurting as far as their economies go. Both of them only mining from two bases right now. This is a pretty even game, I have to say. These two are really going at it, back and forth.
Yeah, no kidding. Now let's see if he can barrel up here into the third base. And if RorO loses the third base, he probably loses this game right now. This is a lot of red Zerg here for Symbol.
That's right. He has a lot of Hydras still alive in the background.
The Infested Terrans have all been taken out. Infestors being picked off as well. He's continuing to push forward right now, but this is going to give him a better angle. That hatchery kind of getting in the way, if you will.
More Hydras coming up from behind.
RorO's not done yet. He's continuing to reinforce his production line. We'll get over there a little bit quicker than Symbol. Symbol backing up.
Yeah, when you have only Hydras left, you absolutely have to, but his creep is running out, so he's got to be careful about that as well. More Roaches actually funneling up here, and his unit composition looking very, very strong, but RorO actually engaging the Roaches without the Hydras helping for Symbol. Very nice move there, and he takes down that hatchery.
Okay, now these Roaches, in fairness, have done a lot of damage in the back main base here for Symbol. So it's actually even drone count, just so we know.
Yeah. Quite even.
Symbol says, what am I going to do about that? I'm just going to keep attacking, pushing through here. Not as many Hydras here for RorO. And the Hydras are what really deal the damage.
Yeah. But he's got to be careful because the Hydras die very, very quickly if they don't have enough Roaches in front of him. And Symbol has very few Roaches left in front, but he is rallying some more down right now. And in fact,
counterattack.
RorO, yeah, once again with the counterattack.
Now remember, guys, Hydras are slow off creep, so that means that these Hydras cannot get down there and defend the main base the same way that the Roaches can.
You know,
Nidus Worm much?
Yes.
He's like, well, not much. I mean, just maybe one, but hey, anyways, what?
All right, so kind of a crazy game so far, but without that hatchery at the third base, RorO's income is cut down to almost nothing. He's long-distance mining. He has a few drones at his natural, whereas Symbol has a really pretty nice amount of drones at his third base. So, you know, you notice his supply is getting way far ahead at this point.
All right. Looks like RorO might be screwed, guys. I'm kind of waiting for that moment. He's long distance mining. He's pretty much mined out his natural expansion. I mean, he's got a few crystals left there. I mean, right now it feels almost as though Symbol can't lose this unless he really makes some kind of major mistake.
Yeah, Symbol is definitely in the winning position here. There's no question. He's got 13 Hydras against 4, 23 Archers against 15, and 11 Infestors against 12. So, you know, that slight Infestor difference shouldn't be enough. But actually, we have like 5, 6 Infestors popping out for RorO right now, and he does have Spine Crawlers still. So
the Spine Crawlers are starting to root themselves. Looks like they're going to be rooted just in time for this battle to begin.
And we're going to see a lot of fungal growths going down. Will he use Infested Terrans? We will see.
Counterattack again.
And he's trying to hold it off with just Infestors. Doesn't look like it's going to work. And Symbol will roll through this area, but the counterattack, as you said, Tace, is on the way.
All right, he's going to pop out. It looks like, yeah, he will deflect this counterattack as well. Just in the nick of time, Symbol, a ZVZ pro like nobody else we've seen.
He's doing a great job indeed.
I think we might see GG here.
Yeah, it's basically it. He's not mining at this point, RorO isn't. He's lost his Infestors. His supply is less than half of Symbols. He's lost his final army. The game is over for RorO.
Yep, and we even have another attack up here at the front. Wasting his Infested Terrans here. GG. All right, Symbol kicking some serious ass. RorO was a worthy opponent, though. He did play very well. And I expect RorO to continue to play well in this tournament. Symbol's just too good at Zerg versus Zerg, guys.
He's something else, I gotta say. Really, really strong play there.
Yeah,
RorO
really strong.
played very well for most of that game, to be honest. He really did. There was so many good
games,
moves.
I thought there were periods where he was going to come back.
Yeah. In fact, that game, I felt there were periods where he might have been a bit ahead. I loved his ideas about the Spine Crawler wall and things like that. But at the end of the day, Symbol just got such a huge concave on it. It was actually madness.
It was really impressive, to be totally honest. Well, Symbol's closer to getting out of this group here in GSL Code S. RorO, you know, he's going to have to win 2 more best of 3s if he wants to move on. When we get back, we're going to have a little TVT here for our other half of the group. So stay tuned here at the GSL Code S.